Methodius Nezico is my name. I like the bulldozers best. They are very beautiful. Here I grew a few pineapples. Now my valley is changing.
And change comes hard to an island like Bougainville. An island that rises out of the Solomon Sea on the edge of the territory of Papua and New Guinea. An island to where, until now, few men had reason to go. There's no island where the sun is hotter or the rainfall heavier. And until a few years ago, there was no port more tranquil than Quieta. Europeans and the Bougainville blue were found only on the coast. Coconuts and cocoa held sway over the economy, while bad spirits, legend had it, lived in the fiery craters of the island's volcanoes and lorded over the lives of ridge dwellers like the Maronis, a tribe separated from civilization by centuries in time, as well as by rainforests and ocean. Gregory Corper speaks for his people.
The Moroni people have always lived in this valley. This is our land. Always we fight if any other people tries to take it away from us. Before the white men come to Bougainville, we hunt possums and wild pigs in the valley. We caught some crabs and we work in our gardens. First came the men looking for gold. My father was boss boy for them. They found a little gold there at Penn Hill. Then in 1964, CIA come here. These men come looking for copper. I hear somebody talk to me. There will be big company come to your Moroni area. With some people, I go to see them and tell them, you cannot come to my valley. I was not happy because I did not know this kind of business before. When they are walking around like this, I talk strong to CRA and the government. I don't like you walk around this valley too many times. They don't hear me. They tell me, no, this something belongs all the country. We must do this. It belongs to everybody in Papua and New Guinea.
All right, well, we'll get them to put it down just here.
Yeah.
And get 2 or 3 of them to get their knives and take them up and clear a patch up here.
Yeah, all right. Just put him down there, Pussy.
Should be all right.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad up there. It shouldn't be that steep.
No, I think it should be all right.
Frank Paholski was the first mining engineer into Panguna.
We went into the valley to find out just how much copper was there. Our job was to prove whether or not it was a large enough body of ore to support a mining operation. This took us 4 years. During that time, we honeycombed the floor of the valley with diamond drill holes, 335 to be exact. We bored through a total of 52 miles of earth and rock. The answer we came up with? It was a low-grade copper deposit, which also contained gold. It would need a very large-scale, open-cut mining operation to make it a paying proposition.
I play work long harem radio Bougainville, BL9BA, I broadcast ikam long Kieta, long district Bougainville.
Now here is the latest news about the copper project at Panguna. The House of Assembly at Port Moresby today approved the granting to CRA of a mining lease over the land there. A new company called Bougainville Copper is being formed to run the huge open-cut operation. The House of Assembly was told that the project would more than double the territory's export income. At present, government officers are travelling around to talk to the people about all these things.
Now, before me, talking you along, so company CRA come inside long. Look, so long. He got copper or no got? Now, only finding he got copper. Now, only walk long finding copper. Enough long get up in big full of business or no got? No got. Oh, no matter. I know Moroni. No one, Moroni, back up or same one. It didn't surprise anyone that the Moronis were angry over the land situation. It's not just a block of dirt to them, it's part of them, body and soul. Their whole social system is based on land. The land is owned by the ancestors now dead, the present occupiers, and by the unborn generations to come. The occupiers have rights to use the land, to lease, but not to destroy it. From as early as 1966, we've been telling all the villagers as much as we knew of the project and tried to put them into the picture as to the future developments. It was difficult even for us to envisage what was going to happen. You can imagine how bewildering it must be for the Moronis.
In Melbourne, the chairman of Conzinc Rio Tinto of Australia, Sir Maurice Morby, had a decision to make.
Well, the fact that it's such a low-grade ore doesn't help, but we have proved 1,000 million tonnes of it. And you say, Frank, that the money in the markets are right.
Yes, the Japanese, the Germans and the Spaniards are keen to take the product and they're ready to sign firm contracts.
Total construction cost looks like being $350 million, and we can finance this on the basis of 1/3 equity and 2/3 loan. We've already reached agreement with the Bank of America and the Commonwealth Trading Bank for the raising of $220 million Australian through the euro-dollar market.
Good. How tough is the government in the negotiations, Frank?
Canberra had a job to do, negotiating on behalf of a trust territory approaching independence, and they did it.
Do you think we conceded too much?
Well, not really, but we agreed an option over 20% of the equity at par on behalf of the local people, and when we become taxable, we'll be paying tax at about double the rate of other companies in the territory.
Well, let's face it, the original concept was that this would be a partnership between the company and the peoples of Papua New Guinea, with big benefits to both parties.
Then there's the land question. The best we could get was a 42-year lease with an option for renewal.
And the government wants a director on the board.
That's right.
Anything else?
We're committed to a mighty big training program on behalf of the local people, but we're keen on that anyway.
The administration will pay 60% of the cost of the new town on the coast, and we will pay the other 40%. Our share will be $20 million.
Well, I suppose this is all a part of setting up copper mine in world class. At any rate, gentlemen, it looks as though we're in business.
like the bulldozers best. They have 4 gears forwards and 4 gears backwards. They are very beautiful.
A few miles north of Quieta live the Rorovana people. Their villages will not be affected by the project, but they have a problem.
I am one of the Rorovanas. My people came from the Solomon Islands about 80 years ago in their canoes. Why they left the Solomons? Because they were fighting so much with the other people there. They planned something at Rorovana and stayed with their children, and now the administration is wishing to take some of the land from us. We are very worried about our land.
This land, a 200-acre strip where nobody lived, but which was essential for the development of the multi-million-dollar port. The land had been legally resumed, but the women of Rorovana were not giving up without a protest. Just one survey peg was their mission, and they got it. The battle was won. A token victory for the women of Rorovana. But the survey went on, and the port started to take shape. A village in the center of Bougainville is home to Paul Lapoon, elected representative to the Territory House of Assembly.
Plenty of trouble with the people, they're landowners, so I have to stand for them and do what is good for them and to see that they are not really badly affected by the copper mining there. My people have stopped fighting now over the land because they realize that the copper is a good thing to be mined for the good of the country. I think this copper mine on Bougainville it's a good thing because now Bougainville people will be in a very strong position in bargaining in Port Moresby after the independence.
Arawa plantation on the coast near Quieta is about to be transformed. A town of 8,000 will have grown here by the time the mine is in full production. Australian plantation owner Kip McKillop lost his land to the project in the same way as the local native people. He took away with him what he could of his famous collection of 20,000 orchid plants.
There's no doubt that the discovery of a large body of copper and the extraction of it will mean a great acceleration of economic development in the territory. It's just unfortunate that the discovery should have been in a small island like Bougainville with a very promising agricultural future and where the manpower demands will be rather difficult to meet from the local population.
Piri, $6,784, $48.
A big day for the Rorovanas. The negotiations are over, and today they get $37,000 compensation and annual occupation fee for their land near the port. They have also won the right to buy Bougainville mining shares at issue price. A new highway is cut over the Crown Prince Range to the mine site.
How things today, Glenn? All about the same. We have a little trouble with this volcanic ash.
Yeah? Causing the slides.
Yeah, to that and the combination of that and the water. The water gets into this ash and causes it to be very unstable and very hard to keep our slopes up.
Would you say this is the toughest road you pushed through, Glenn?
Oh, I'd say it's probably one of the roughest ones because of the water and the ash problem over.
At last, one day, the big new road was ready. Hundreds of cars went driving along it, but the old narrow road was quiet. Soon people forgot all about it. Nobody used it. But Mark and Jenny had not forgotten it. They used the old road. Now they could ride their bicycles to school. There were no more cars to be afraid of. They called it Mark and Jenny's bicycle track.
Methodius's valley certainly is changing. End of a village. The Maronis save the sack from the roofs of their old houses. They need this material for building their new pig farm. Now they hire a village truck to Bougainville copper and will continue to sell their pigs to other villages. New Moroni, the village built by the company for Gregory and his people. The Maronis still have a dress circle seat to watch the opening up of what will be one of the world's largest copper mines. Nobody knows the crucial part racial relations play in the project better than the area manager, Colin Bishop.
That's all right, Mr. Bishop, you're the area manager, but don't you think the company is trying to push our people too fast? How can they do all these big jobs in such a hurry?
Oh, I don't know, Henry. You're a pretty good example yourself.
Henry Moses is a leading example of the company's policy of replacing Europeans with local people whenever they can do the job. He has taken over from a European in the running of camps in the area. One difficulty is getting people to accept authority, but good progress has been made here.
All right, Moses, you go on store, open store. Tu from mandom pump, tu pra kisim pump, korom pump. All man brong house cook, you korong house cook.
Two societies face each other at Panguna, different societies with different outlooks. Mutual understanding and respect are fundamental to the success of the whole project.
Papua New Guinea. One thing you will have to remember as newcomers about local people, they are not landless people. They have got plenty of land back to their places. They have come here to work knowing that if they cannot make great, they can always go back to their villages and work the land. They don't have to work here.
By 1973, the company will have spent $2 million on its training program for the indigenous people. There will be operating jobs here for 1,000 skilled and semi-skilled native people within the next 5 years.
Yeah, you'll have to store these correctly so that they don't become damaged.
You took to me long pigeon, right? One in this fella?
I told you that yesterday.
No, but I've forgotten.
Well, this name will suitable cow.
Only making suitable on cow.
The rainforest has been killed off. Before a start can be made on the open cut, the mine site is cleared of dead timber.
You come back and I'll back. Okay, go ahead on your haul back. He's coming down. A little bit more. A little bit more. Take it easy there. Back, Norm, and keep your mainline reasonably slack. That's good, Norm.
Night and day, the job goes on, stripping the soil and rock from the copper ore body. Bougainville copper and gold will reach the world markets in 1972.
And what are you hoping to do next week? 300,000. 300,000 yards. What's that equivalent to in tons? 450,000. 450. That's well above budget.
We've got about 20 million tons of soil and about 36 million tons of rock to move.
That's total of the pre-production pit.
That's right. Yeah, that's the total.
Well, it's off going well now.
Things will be moving all right now, yeah. I think we'll make it.
You'd be a little bit more positive in that, would you? Hello, Miss Thaddeus. Do you like these bulldozers, do you?
Yes, I like bulldozers best.
And what are you going to do when you grow up?
I don't know. I'm not a grown-up yet. I'm changing all the time, like my valley.